MuleSoft as an integration platform. So anyone has any questions in this? Are you able to catch the points? Yes, no?
Yes,
Okay,
Kishore, good to go.
okay. So let me know why whenever you have a question. So just this is a demonstration session. So just to understand the concepts, I was covering this. So MuleSoft as an integration platform, we'll try to see what is the definition they have given. Then later we will try to break that up, and then we'll see point by point. So MuleSoft is a vendor that provides an integration platform to help businesses connect data, application, devices across on-premise and cloud computing environments. Same middleware definition that we have seen a few slides back, what it is doing. So it helps the business to connect what it's connecting data. If data exists in some other place, applications, if you have multiple applications in your organization, recently people started adding devices and then cloud. What is devices? So everyone is using mobile, everyone is you know generating the data from the mobile. If you buy a ticket or if you book a ticket, or if you create a post in the Facebook or Twitter, so that is nothing but your data is generating from the devices. So even your devices is also part of your integration now. Previously we'll only have integration between the applications, but now into the picture devices are came, and whether your applications or devices are either in on-premise or cloud computing environment. Say if you take a Java application, .NET application, you guys might be deploying your applications in your either company data centers, or customer data centers. Those are called on-premise. If you are maintaining your hardware in your local to your office, local to your customer environment, that is called on-premise. And if you are using something is already hosted by someone, that is called cloud computing. So Gmail is something like cloud. You are not hosting it. Gmail is hosting it somewhere else. So that is called cloud computing. So now why MuleSoft is so popular. So this is the reason. It is its integration strategies or its integration tool support to connect data, applications and devices across exist on the on-premise or it exists on the cloud computing environment. And it is based out of San Francisco, and it was founded by 2006 by Rasmussen. So according to the company's website, the MuleSoft drives from the platform's ability to eliminate the integrations donkey work. So he thought like he's like working on the Java, and then he's writing a Java code to integrate the systems. So he thought like he was doing the same kind of work in every other project. So he thought like it was a donkey work. So he wants something which is more productive, and which can be reusable. So that's the reason he founded in a company. He come up with an integration tool. So why he named as a MuleSoft? So he thought like the work is like a donkey, and the donkey will carry the more load, and but it will walk very slowly, and whereas horse can go fast but it cannot carry more load. So he wants to, there is a hybrid product between horse and donkeys, some male horse, female horse, something like that. I'm not sure on that exactly, but it's a hybrid product between donkey's breed and horse breed. That's name is mule. Then he thought like mule is the best suitable for its name. So that's how your MuleSoft comes into the picture with its hybrid capabilities in the integration. So the latest one is MuleSoft is not a company now. It was acquired by Salesforce, a SaaS provider. So Salesforce now uses MuleSoft, its MuleSoft technology as part of its technology stack. We are going to get a new product from Salesforce called Salesforce Integration Cloud. From that, your MuleSoft is part of that. Okay, and then According to MuleSoft website, as of July 2018, it has over 1,200 plus customers. So in these 2 years, I promise there will be huge hike on this number. And it has a competitors include Boomi, Dell Boomi, Tipco Software, Apache. So these are the other softwares that we have seen in the previous slide. And MuleSoft customer base. So this is the customer base, 1100 plus customers. It was again 1 or 2 years old slide, and it has around 1.75 lakh developers worldwide. I'm sure, pretty sure that these two numbers got almost doubled in these 2 years. And then out of the top 10 auto companies, three are using MuleSoft. Out of top 10 banks, five are using MuleSoft. Out of top five retailers, two are using MuleSoft. So this is the picture from the MuleSoft, one of the MuleSoft training. I captured it. So if you see the banks, you can have Bank of America here, and then there is something called Wells Fargo. Uh, where is it? Yeah, here it is. And then auto companies, you will have Audi here, and somewhere else in this picture you will have Tesla as well. So like that, most of the companies are acquiring MuleSoft as an integration tool. So once after Salesforce has acquired MuleSoft demand get increased like anything, because Salesforce is a company where it's a leader in the CRM. So they have lots of customers in the Salesforce who are using Salesforce. Now the same company is providing a new middleware tool already, which has a good name in the market. So from that point onwards, your MuleSoft demand has increased. That's the reason I was teaching now, and you guys are learning as well. So otherwise we might haven't learned this. So MuleSoft customer base. Already we have seen this slide. Advantages of MuleSoft. So we'll talk only small portion of this slide, but these slides will be used for you as a reading material. So that's the reason there are much content available in the slides, but I will cover only the required content. So accessible, any developer can learn the Mule, and its development is based on the drag and drop. We'll see in the next uh, I think tomorrow's session we will see a small example. There you can see how you can develop a simple application in the MuleSoft without writing a single line of code on your hand. Everything will do drag and drop. So these are like some technical terms like lightweight, not just a mediation. If you have an idea, you will understand it. If you don't have an idea, by end of the course, you will understand the definitions of it. Lightweight means you don't need to install a big server to do integrations. Previously, there are few integration tools where you need to install 2 or 3 GB of data, 2 or 3 GB of software, database, and some plugins on it. So only installation is a big task here, but MuleSoft is a very lightweight in the terms. So not just a mediation. Even it's not handovering, taking the data here and handovering the data. It can we can develop REST and SOAP services in the MuleSoft as well. It should support that. And message agnostic, it means it is not fixed to any one of the messaging format. It can support all popular messaging format existing in the market. Say example XML, JAWS, and plain text, and so on. And cloud ready, this is the best beautiful point, I would say. So above all the other points you will get from the um, other middleware tools as well. Cloud ready is something like you don't need, if you previously whenever anyone is using any middleware product, so they use it to install the software. They used to install the software in their on-premises servers. So MuleSoft comes with cloud ready, where you have already existing servers available with the MuleSoft, where you'll just develop your application and then directly deploy your applications in the MuleSoft provided cloud. This is the This is the most impacting point in the market. MuleSoft has an MuleSoft Cloud Hub is an integration platform that is called iPaaS, integration platform as a service, that gets your integrations up and running in minutes. So ready-made runtime is available on the cloud, no need of any installations and setup. And even this runtime is a very powerful runtime, and it's a zero downtime run zero downtime. So we'll talk more on this, especially in a session where we'll talk about MuleSoft any point platform. But as personally, I do like only this point on the MuleSoft, as I have seen other middleware tools. So in development point of wise, there is no that much great in the MuleSoft compared to the other. But what I do like is this is the most beautiful point in the middleware market now. And it has a connectors to support all major technologies. As I said in the previous slide, you can do integrations with file, you can do integrations with the help of databases, and you can do integrations with the help of messaging services like JMS, MQ, and REST and SOAP. So all middleware technologies will support connectors to connect to major technologies like SAP, Salesforce, something like that. So MuleSoft has 104 different kinds of connector to connect to the external systems. And if you don't find any connector to the any systems, they have an SDK to develop the connectors. With the help of that, you can develop your own connector as well. And these are the advantages of MuleSoft. And MuleSoft licensing, it comes with the two versions, community version and enterprise version. And everyone now is learning enterprise version. No one is using community version. Um, Even whatever we used to learn, you will use the enterprise version only, but that is a trial version, exists for the 30 days. Okay, there's not much to discuss on this because we never consider this as point as of our development point. And then the most important slide for you guys is prerequisite to learn the MuleSoft. So to learn the MuleSoft, from my point of view, to learn not only MuleSoft, to learn any software codes in the market, there is no prerequisite to learn anything. So if you approach a proper trainer, he will teach you all the required prerequisites. So even in my case, I'd say no prerequisite is required to learn the MuleSoft. The experience from my previous batches is those who have learned some bits and pieces, they would have some questions while I am teaching. Those who came with an empty mind, they are easily understanding the concepts that I was teaching. So in my point of view, if you come like a white paper, and this is the right place for you to learn the MuleSoft. So anyone with basic understanding on the computer can learn the Mule. That is about prerequisites to learn the MuleSoft. And hardware prerequisite. So as we are doing in the remote basis, you need to have your own system to run the applications, to practice the applications. For that, a minimum of 4 GB RAM is needed. So remaining CPU and all were good, and 10 GB space we all will get, and 1024/768 resolution we all will have. But a minimum to bare minimum, you need 4 GB. If you have possible enough, make it upgraded to minimum 8 GB. 4 GB also system runs, um, but it's recommended to have as much as RAM, possible RAM you can. And then you need AnyPoint Studio with AnyPoint Studio with 7 version. I think I need to change my slide. There is a recently there is a version got changed to 7.7, and runtime is 4.3. So we'll talk about all these points. What is 7.7 and run 4.3? Studio is something where you will do your development. It's like our notepad where you will write something. So it will comes with a runtime called 4.3. So MuleSoft version is 4.3. 4 is the major version and 3 is the minor version. You can download your studio in from this link. And for the future sessions, you need to have in any point platform account, and I will tell you whenever you need to create that. So, and you need some REST client, or some other REST client like Postman or advanced REST client. So you need to have this for your testing. So time being, you guys can go here and then download the studio.